first time is never easy, especially when you feel like you don't belong. Leo walked into the company's office for the first day on the job. His shirt was ironed but worn. His steps were unsure, eyes scanning a world he wasn't used to. Marble floors. Quiet keyboards, confident smiles. As he stood awkwardly near the front desk, a man walked over. "Hey, I'm Nate. I'll help show you the ropes." Nate smiled easily, asked about Leo's background, joked a little, made him feel welcome. And for a moment, Leo relaxed. Maybe this won't be so bad, he thought. Narrator, darkness behind the smile. But as the days passed, little things started going wrong. Leo got blamed for mistakes he didn't make. One of his reports mysteriously vanished from the shared folder, just hours before a meeting. He started staying late just to double-check everything. Then one afternoon, as Nate left his computer unlocked, Leo glanced at the screen and froze. A message thread with Tyler. The same Tyler who once told him to pocket that wallet. The message read, "Still playing dumb. I'll keep pushing. Make sure he snaps or gets kicked." That narrator didn't confront him. He didn't say a word. That night, he went back to the cafe where it all started. Same table, same rain outside the window, but this time, his heart was heavier. A familiar voice spoke from behind. Long day. It was Mr. Bennett. He sat down beside Leo, calm as ever. "Do you believe you're here because you were lucky, or because you made the right choice?" Leo looked down at his hands, then back up with quiet resolve. "I think I'm here because I did what was right, even when no one was watching." Narrator, closing thoughts. Some people smile to hide their knives. But in the end, masks always fall. Trouble may come, but integrity stays. And those who stay true will always find their way. Episode 3 teaser, text on screen. Next episode, the cost of being good. When kindness is misunderstood, is it still worth it?